Alright, now is it good? Because I don't even bro, this chick, they're all gonna be asking me, and now I got the new camera, I do have working headphones. We're gonna be having Ali on soon. He's gonna be explaining the beef between Pakistan and the Indians, and the window's open, so the neighbors are gonna be tight as hell. But listen, we got big news for the unemployed. Kai Cenat, this is important because I am getting to a point in my career where I'm being recognized, like, so this chick, I have a comment, right? It's about to hit 2,000 likes. It's saying, look, at least at the end of the day, coconut water is loyal to me. And to be honest, a lot of people are starting to agree with this. The whole Kai Cenat situation. Listen, my mother is the best thing that's ever happened to me. But this is the end for females like this. This was all done on purpose. This was, shout out to John, this was all included with taking the mother out of the household. You now have the absolute destruction of America. I think we all need, well, yeah, I have a few comments that went a little above. I said all the chicks with over 10 body count by like 18, 19, 20. We need to all put them in one island and put a dome around it. And we need to just call it a day and I guess like saw off the, I don't want to say the road, but any road that leads back to us. Let's just do that. You know, shout out George and Steve. I said, all the OnlyFans girls, we need to put them on a rocket ship and just send it to the sun and be done with it. So, listen, I'm trying to be realistic here, but I'm also trying to be, I, bro, I don't want my daughter anywhere near any of you, and that is if I get stuck with a daughter. So don't be a fool, wrap up your tool. This one, I know. The last one, I got some DMs from. If we could avoid sending these to my family members, that would be great because, you know, I'm not going to apologize for any of this anymore. I don't really care. So, yeah, there was a comment going around where I said at least coconut water is more, yeah, at least coconut water is more loyal because there's a video of a dude and his girl, and it's saying, let me find this shit. I wish you had a scale for that one. That's a good one too. But yeah, I said at the end of the day, coconut water is more loyal because here he is. He's got his chick right there with a big old ass, but he's got his coconut water right there. And I said, look, at the end of the day, that coconut water is more loyal because I know it is both. I know both are a little expensive, but the coconut water has never let me down. And alright, so I said, coconut water is more loyal anyways. It's gonna approach that 2,000 likes. Now, someone tried to come at me, and I said, coconut water is also expensive, but it doesn't start sucking random dick when I don't buy it a pink G-Wagon. Now, I understand this can sound a tad bit outlandish, and I understand it could sound a tad bit, you know, realistic. However, so yeah, he didn't buy. She's asked Gigi. You know, she tried to defend herself against this. I'd say we can hold her accountable, but I don't think we can even. Yeah, it's going viral right now. This is big news for the unemployed. I guess she's just getting slapped up by other people's meat immediately. NBA young boy, big pimpin' immediately bought her a pink G-Wagon. That's great. That is. So, what I mean is, a lot of us think that we're untouchable, but it's not our girl, it's just our turn. We're gonna have Pimpin' Kev on at some point. You know, I have extremely powerful people and extremely well-known people, but I feel the need to bring this man on at some point to give you guys game. Game is game. Shout out Scars. I just sent him $25 to get gasoline. His car broke down. I don't know what the fuck's going on with bro, but listen, this whole thing with Kai is none of us are safe. Not one of you are safe from this. Now, like I said before, my mother, my little these are the greatest things to ever happen to me. However, there is a thin line we are now skating on. Let me make sure you can see there's a thin line we are skating on because I don't think that if a girl does OnlyFans, I guess the term is she's been looted. Yeah, there's really nothing left you can do with that. There is the body count number as well. At a certain point, yeah, you have to just put them all on a boat and then just I don't want to say sink the boat, but as a civilization, we're nearing the end. And if you dropped a missile on the United States, I'm not even going to say that would be a bad thing. I'm also not going to say it would be a good thing, right? So my window is wide open. The neighbors can hear me screaming. But listen, the camera's now moving after me. And this was a very good investment because I need to make these announcements to you guys. I know, look, we're nearing 8 minutes. I want to make this a shorter one, but you guys love my rants. This is the first time I have working headphones. This is the first time I can hear what's going on. They do have a wire. I will admit later on if they are or are not working because you guys listen to whatever it is I have to say. I don't have the glasses on that don't actually work. Shout out Hamad, but I am becoming like I just turned 23. I'm getting semi-ripped. I'm gonna be for real. I've had smaller arms for most of my life because I was a soccer player. Listen, I'm getting up into the upper echelon. Shout out Leo DeTavio and Danny Mullen. You know, I guess they got canceled for saying they were talking about, oh man, they were talking about floating mouths, but also that something about sawing a girl in half with a chainsaw. At the over 180, she's not a lady comment. I've not been purchased, right? I've said a few times now my name is not for sale, my sanity is not for sale, my dignity is not for sale, but also my opinions are not for sale. I've been pushed to the point where listen, if you've got an eating problem, all you need to do is just shut your mouth and stop eating. Stop putting hot dogs and cheeseburgers down your throat. This is I judge you all by your weight, so you can all judge me by my weight. I am 6 foot. I am beautiful. I have a gorgeous smile and dimples, but some of you are hideous. Some of you, 0 to 10 on the calv scale. Some of you are a -1 goblin bridge troll, and we need to just. What do you want me to say? Put you all on a ship and yeah, I'm getting some of these are going to be sent to my family. But what else you want me to say? Listen, I have a gorgeous family. You know, they're in their own situation, so they're separate from me. None of this has anything to do with them, but it is all my fault. Any position I'm in, it is my fault. I ate so much buffalo mac and cheese the past 4 weeks, 3 weeks. And all I had to do was bring my ass to the gym and go on the sit-up machine. So it is all our fault. So I'm sorry about that rant. We're gonna have King Ali on soon. Let's get him a headphone and microphone because we have a mission now. This is just a side quest because look, we got the marketing agency, we got the record label, we have shout out Steve and George because that podcast studio is amazing. This is also part of me practicing for it. That is a big event. I can't wait. We're going to have Mr. Put a Girl on. I think he's on the run from the police as we speak. We're going to have Scars back. We're going to have the Cocaine Cowboy. We're going to just I swear Vazo. Just unreal guests. And to be honest, I have put in my 5 years. So I also want to talk to you guys about my in one ear and out the other concept. I really like the name dropping, the first and last name. That's Danny's favorite. I did that on the Scars podcast, but that shit hit 6,000 views. So I have to be a little careful about that. I have to be careful about the Pakistani girl letting me shower with her. She did have pierced nipples, and I can't hold these things in anymore. I have to say exactly what's going on. She offered me Xanax. I said, no, I don't even take Red Bull. I don't even drink Red Bull. I did end up in the hospital when I had one Red Bull. Well, actually, I had one Red Bull the third day later, but yeah, yeah. King Ali, we're gonna have him explain the beef between Pakistan and India. I said, get a few topics ready. I said, decide on one or two things that really make you upset. He said, oh, there's this prime minister. And I said, don't even let me hear. Save it, save it, save it. So, listen, we're going to be connecting him with a few. Now, Scars, I tuned in for his episode for 2 minutes, and all I hear is bros getting. Well, actually, he proposed to the chick. If she has teeth this time, I don't know. We'll ask him later when he chimes in. But she said yes. Then I see sorry, I gotta get the rainbow shit back in. Then I see comments about, oh, it's your doctor. Bro was doing meth at some point. I don't know why he's doing this, but he had a job at Amazon, which is amazing, right? Because when we sit around doing nothing, this is how we get into downward spirals. This is how we get into holes. So one of the most important things when you guys tune in for my life is upward spirals. We can make jokes about big girls. We can make jokes about Scars doing meth. But at the end of the day, we need to do better. And anyone who's in my life, if you are within 15 feet of me, your life is getting better. That is a actual fact. You're either going to get stronger and healthier, you're going to get more mentally fit, you're going to make more money. I'm running 7 different goddamn motherfucking companies, and something will take off. I don't care what it takes. I will get an Aventador SV Roadster. A lot of you are going to go on the, oh, but it's just a car. No, it is not just a car. So I'm dead sober. Again, John the other day thought I was on Adderall. I'm fucking mad geeked right now. No. All I'm doing is drinking water. This massive black dude at the gym told me to eat. He said pasta and then potatoes. So I've been eating hella potatoes. We're going to the gym every day and snowboarding. Listen, 360 out of 365 days in the gym. I don't know many human beings that can achieve that. So I want to use that as a scale to show you guys, like, I was never injured, actually, by the way. And even if it's 30 or 40 minutes where we check out the girls with their assholes out in the gym. Listen, you guys asked for my rants. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to dress in a way that makes people look at me. Why are people looking at me? Your asshole is out. And look, maybe I am an ass guy. Again, the Pakistani girl with pierced nipples that was offering me Xanax to let me shower with her. This is just the way it is, right? Because I ooze with, like, you could just tell when I walk in the room. So, yeah, the girls in the gym, listen, please let's put this on the record. If I get posted just staring down at some ass, I don't apologize. You put it there for us to look at, and then if you start recording me look at you, fuck you. So, yeah, I've been seeing some gorgeous girls at the gym. I just saw one on Tinder. Pushing 40, talk about, no, I'm not here to date. and you're looking for someone, yeah, you're gonna be looking for Jesus in the next few months when you die. But, well, I know, I understand a lot of these things are harsh, but what do you expect from me? You drink wine every night. You're getting back shots by God knows who. And to be honest, maybe you got fire thighs, but your brain, yeah, I brought that up in the other one. A lot of dudes are just a lot of dudes are very socially awkward, but I've learned real recently, the females are too. However, they get away with it because of their looks. So we need to pull down the playing field. I'm over the whole if you have a this girl had a 2.5 million snap score. You are a skank. Disgusting. And I'm gonna be honest. If you every 70,000 snap score you have, that's got to be 1 to 1.5 to 2 bodies. There is no way you're running up a 400,000 snap score without copping 6 to 7 bodies. And whatever number they have, multiply it by 2 is the safest bet. So shout out Leo DeTavio. I guess he also got canceled because he told the. Actually, I don't even want to say that right now. But yeah, the cancel culture, it could go in one ear and out the other, just as I was explaining. Nothing that they have to say really matters. Also, there is no left versus right. I'm completely over that. However, liberals, yeah, shout out to SUNY Awk because you guys removed the men's bathroom sign. I brought this up. You guys put tampons in the men's bathroom. That's fucking ridiculous. You put gender neutral stuff all over. Just the most strange. Yeah. So we have a few topics today because no matter what, we have to be pushing you guys in the positive direction. However, I don't want to be saying any of this as I don't want this to be as complaining. I want this to be as raising awareness so you guys can be aware because too much goes on where da da da. No, dude, we have one life. We're all gonna pass away sooner than later. And to be honest, all of our lives have been cut short by Bill Gates. That dude's a real hoe. Start looking at the clouds. I'm dead sober. Look at the clouds, bruh. There is no 30-mile pinstripe clouds. So I brought this up so many times to my parents that they try and ignore it. Maybe it's no, bruh. There's no clouds that are 40 miles long. So I'd like that's going to be make that a new reference. Judge people by what they have to say about the clouds. Please bring it up to these people. All these things are connected. We have Elon Musk with 12 different baby mamas. I'm not even gonna. Yeah, I'm getting these about joining the army. So, if I'm asked to join the army, there's a good chance we should all just flee the country because you are criminals to now ask. That's one of the best memes. To join the army so I could get my fucking legs blown off in a Camaro and a $2,000 bonus. Fuck you! No! I need both of my I need my third leg. I need both of my 2 legs, and I need both of my arms. So that's a good one to go on. So paying taxes at this point. What do you exactly need my tax money for? And I am a United States citizen. I do have a say in this. The roads are destroyed. I've not gone I left Mavis Tire, got brand new $1,300 tires. The next day, I hit a pothole and the whole fucking it blows out. Now, them denying to get me a new one, yes, it made me furious. However, as we said in the last video, on the way to Chester, there are fucking moon craters all the way back past the deli. It's not even. You just left a trench in the middle of the road. So, listen, there are Yeah. We are gonna support the workers. I mean, they do their thing. We are supporting the farmers. They're doing that was a big one from John, right? His girl is asked to come over. That's what happened last stream. If you click on the last stream, shit got real quiet at the end because I heard the door open and I said, "Uh-oh, she's looking for the meat." But yeah, we're making an alliance with the farmers. I got raw milk for the first time and it was very good. I paid a little extra. Well, actually it was $8. I left $10 cuz I'm not waiting around for your single bills. But we're going to be supporting the farmers. That's going to be a big one. Our Future as Youth is the other charity I set up. I am going to be going on my first predator hunt. Shout out Eric. You've left me with no choice, right? I'm maybe I'm not an adult fully, but we have yeah, I left that comment as well. A lot of these adults are just older children. No, there should not be a dude in the female's bathroom. Duh! Why is that even in question? So yeah, back to the farmers. We are going to be supporting them. I talked to John. I said, you do realize everyone following you are farmers, veterans, people that have farmland. I'm supporting those people. Those are the people that matter. All the green haired, purple. I have to say these things, bruh. I'm not gonna be clipping this. We're already at 21 minutes. My sister got purple hair. These things are affecting me. So if you're on any I guess Medihos, any pills, please stay far the fuck away from me. Your opinion doesn't even matter at this point. I don't want to hear it. It's a lot of fun to poke at you. Me and Ali have been talking a lot of shit. I found you back on Tinder, so yeah, maybe you are a skank. And I have to be real careful about the name dropping. I'm gonna be honest. I love doing it, but I don't feel like clipping out a name. I don't even know how to do that. And to be honest, so listen, you're back on Tinder trying to get your Uber meets and kick fucking rocks. You're gonna pass away alone with your cat. I'm not even gonna say the name because she's gonna see this immediately. And I don't feel like going through it with any. So yeah, shout out John. That's gonna be a big one because that is the kill switch. If they ever come for me, I'm gonna drop the video immediately. That shit'll clap 100,000 views, and that's all I need. I'm a bandit. I'm not a criminal, and I don't want to drive the fucking speed limit anymore. And I don't want to pay you to fix the roads when these no. I said, John, when I turned to the age of 12. I came to the conclusion I was battling politicians for girls my age. 12 years old. So he did say something about, yeah, there probably is like 6 different Joe Bidens. What Donald has done, if you watch the first Scars video, I believe George pressed me a little bit to say something about Trump, and I said, well, we'll see. That was a Trojan horse too. And I'm going to be honest, if they said, ... you have to say ... or your family ... Like, to be fair, these are the government at this point is a mafia syndicate or a cartel, I guess you could say. Now, I also got in a lot of trouble for the comment about the Mexican president that dropped the hit on 37 different opponents. Now, a lot of you try to say that was incorrect. However, the body list was higher than I can't say her name either. But Hillary Clinton, bruh, she said you better not be with no bitch. I'm not even gonna open that one. We're gonna mute her right now. So yeah, the Hillary Clinton list, whatever happened with the girl's face with the mask, please look into that. Because a lot of you have said just the most awful, scarring late night. Of course I watch these videos, bruh. Of course, after I learned about coin clipping, god damn, I'm 25%. So I learned about the quarters. You guys were clipping the quarters. Then I learned about the Titanic, man. The iceberg took out the Titanic. It does feel a little lonely in this position, but it would feel far lonelier to be in your position pretending none of this is happening or happened. So George has filled me in a lot of history, and I have friends in every single aspect. I have fat friends, skinny friends, Jewish friends, German friends. Not tranny friends, I don't think. But, yeah, I don't think so. But I kind of listen to what everyone has to say, but I also use the laptop garbage. So sometimes I'll listen to what someone has to say and I'll just throw that shit out. Obviously I'm gonna download some game, right? I learned from Pimp and Kev that I guess Monday you love bomb, Tuesday you slow it down, Wednesday don't even open her messages. Game is game. At this point, oh man, she's calling. Alright. Oh wait. George?
Yeah.
What is up? Say hi to the people. How are you?
How are you? I'm doing good, brother.
What's happening? Yeah, we're going on a rant about fat girls, everything. Let them know what's up, please.
Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself, dude.
Dude, I know. So go on a rant right now. Let them know.
So Jeffrey Epstein didn't.
You think he's in Israel? Sorry.
Well, I don't know where he is. I'm not going to speak on that part. But what I can definitely say is wherever he is, he's not in a good place. He's either down in hell or he's in Israel. Which either way, I'm not super happy about. But the man needs to be punished. So it's either God's punishing him or he will punish him.
Dude, I like that message. You obviously know I'm not very religious, but I'm slowly there is no other choice. And to be honest, I've been pushed into this position. I know you see Nate, very good person. You're also a very good person. I gave you 5 different shout outs before you just called. What do we have to look forward to this year? Because there's 7 or 8, 9, 15 fire ass guests on the way. Even not Gargamel, what the Destroyer girl. When Mr. Put a Girl comes on, we may have her come in. She blocked me because I said she had a lot on her back because she's like 700 pounds. But fill us in on what we have coming up. What's going on?
Here's a better way to look at it. What don't we have coming up? We're going to be doing a little bit of everything this year, all right? I'm going to be making new content, right? I'm going to be trying to interview drug dealers if I can. I'm going to be doing some of that type of content, the Tommy G special, if you will. The Andrew Callahan type content. I'm going to be going deep. I'm going to be doing some deep dives. I'm going to be doing some real hardcore journalism.
Show your face, peasant.
So.
Keep going.
Doing some hardcore journalism, right? I'm going to be doing a lot of party content as well. Hopefully, Nelk style content.
We need Steve. Let him know. Steve is the coolest dude ever.
Steve may be the biggest GOAT of all time. Maybe, just maybe. He just may be.
The charity shit, I've never seen anything about it. I've never seen anything like it. So many people came after him. So many people are going to come after me. So many people are going to come after us. But what's your message? Because I said a lot of us can go down the downward spirals. We need to go on an upward spiral. Everything. We need everyone around us to be healthier, stronger, more mentally fit. We need to get rich as fuck. But go on about Steve, because we need Steve will do it ASAP, and I feel it's coming.
Well, listen, every Steve we've met has been the coolest dude. I mean, there's Steve Reynoso.
Shout out Steve.
Biggest GOAT out there. He may be the biggest GOAT. Steve will do it. Also cool dude. I've yet to meet him, so I don't know. Maybe he's not as cool in person, but everything I've seen of him has been good. So as a result, I have nothing bad to say about him. But Steve Reynoso, coolest person in the world. LPM Radio. Go if you want to go book some shit, go talk to him. He's the motherfucking GOAT. And the other thing I'll say is Jesus is king. Jesus Christ is king, and accept him as your Lord and Savior, and you'll be entered into the kingdom of heaven. So with that being said, I also wanted to call Cameron. I wanted to say I wanted to ask, what were you doing tomorrow for New Year's?
I want to say getting drunk, but I've been sober pretty much. So, dude, there's this Pakistani girl with pierced nipples that was letting me shower with her. She tried to give me Xanax. I said no. So what's going on with the girls? Because maybe I'll come out there by you. We got, obviously, Scars is going to be coming out soon, but what's going on New Year's? Maybe with Two Paper, maybe with Caden, maybe we hit the club. They said they got chicks for me. I don't need any female from the club. Said every girl with a 70,000 snap score, each one of those counts as 1 to 2 bodies. What's going on with you for the New Year's? Because this is going to be the biggest year of our lives. We've been preparing for this.
Well, I'm gonna be so honest with you. You know, I'm gonna be hitting the gym like never before.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna hit the gym like never before. You know what? Listen, there might be only one time I ever hit the gym harder than I'm gonna be hitting it this year, and that was my sophomore year of high school. Right? I was 140. I was shredded. I had the greatest body. I'm gonna get it back. It's gonna be incredible. The cut's gonna go crazy. I'm gonna have the best cut in the universe. Right? Number one. Number two. I'm going to be making better content, more content than you've ever seen before. Some might say some of the best content. And yeah, I mean, those are the plans, you know. Listen, also too, I'm going to be honest with you, Cameron, I'm not the type of guy that will announce my plans, you know. It's like, you'll know it when you see it, right?
I agree. Recently, I've kept it on the low with a lot of stuff.
Yes, I do agree with this. All right. Listen, Cameron, I'm going to let you go, but let's text in private.
Yes,
right?
for sure. I will not say anything about the other girls you were talking about, but we have a lot of stories on the way, all right? Love you, bro. Be safe.
Have a good one. Love you too.
Later.
Make good decisions. Make good decisions, all of you. All right, have a good one.
Later. All right, so we have. Listen, I thought it was one of the chicks storming up the hill to come find me and my meat, but no. It was a very important friend, George. I gave him 4 goddamn shout-outs before he even called. I guess you could say it was just meant to be. That was George, one of the most important people in my life. I love the dude very much. A little bit younger than me, but listen, I got 2 subscribers, and this mofo is one of them. He believed in me, and Steve believed in me. So that's another big part, alright? Bro's got me hyped up now. The neighbors are tight! But listen, George was he was my first interview, my second interview, my third interview. First person to bring me to the studio. He obviously brought up Steve Reynoso. That studio is gorgeous, and it's changed my life because people said, that motherfucker's popping. Cameron is popping. You could not set up a wall to keep me away from a finish line. I will always find my way to it. George is a winner. And immediately, he did bring up one, God, but also the gym, which I said is one of the most important things. All of our lives have been cut short. Now, maybe it's not from Jeffrey Epi, but yes, from Bill, yes, from our own government. And going to the gym is the most important thing you can do. Obviously, I've been a soccer player. Obviously, I'm not that shredded, but I'm going. You said from the podcast, right? Yes. So, listen, I'm going to end this off on a good note, all right? Because just some of those things were meant to be. George is an amazing dude. Steve will do it. I have a sharp mofo feeling we're going to have you on at some point. And you're Redline Auto Collision VMA and Steve will do it. You're 2 of my biggest inspirations. Car Guy and Steve. Now, I know Steve is blackout wasted every day. I agree. It could be a lot of fun. I don't smoke cigarettes. However, Steve will do it. You are one of a kind. And we talked about in the last episode, we could gossip about what people do wrong. I feel we should gossip about what people do right. George has pushed me in a positive position. Steve has pushed me in a positive position. Steve will do it as well. Now, the new year is about to hit. It's December 30th. It's the end of the year. It was just my birthday. I'm 23 years old now. I was in a business meeting a little while ago. I said, I'm in the best shape of my entire life. He said, Cameron, I'm in the best shape of my entire life. That is so powerful. So, thank you guys for having me. This is the New York Mayor, Cameron Panuska, coming in. I am the most powerful human in all of my bloodline. And I mean that thoroughly every time I've been saying it. We could push people in downward spirals or we could push people in upward spirals. I will not be a part of a downward spiral. There are a lot of things I've done right. I mean wrong, but there's a few things I've done right that are making my name really loud. I was going to be in a spotlight no matter what. So let's make it for a good one. Let's make it for a good reason. This is the New York Mayor, Cameron Panuska, and I hope you guys have a great week. I'm out.